Hi, Christina. This is Jacob, and this is my sociology public communication proposal. My topic is about promoting eco-friendly practice in Australia, and I have separated my presentation into three parts. In the first part, I'm going to talk about understanding the climate change and a case study, which is the bushfire. In the second part, I'm going to introduce some sociology theories related to this topic. And in the third part, I'm going to introduce some actual practice we can apply into our daily life to promote the eco-friendly practice. So let's start right now. The first part is about understanding the climate change. So Australian diverse systems are impacted by climate change. And we make a lot, the nation relies on coal significantly exacerbates these climate changes, leading to further environmental degradation. And for the agricultural sector, it's particularly vulnerable sector actually. So with the climate change affecting everything from crop yields and livestock production. As we explore these issues, we must consider how they will shape Australia's future sustainability. So it's vital to delve into the intricacies and the implications of these present climate changes, not just for the environment, but for the long-term well-being of all Australians. So let's turn our attention to one of the most devastating environmental crises in recent memory, the 2020 Australian bushfire, often referred to as the Black Summer. So the fire caused a massive biodiversity loss, pushing many species closer to extinction. The vast amounts of carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere during the fire have exacerbated the already critical issue of climate change. Additionally, the long-term damage to forests and natural landscapes is profound, with recovery expected to take decades. And the scientists have linked the intensity and frequency of these fires to climate change. Rising temperatures and prolonged droughts created the perfect condition for such disaster. The 2020 bushfire served as a powerful catalyst, intensifying global demands for stronger climate action. They stand as a stark reminder of the urgent need for comprehensive and sustained efforts to mitigate climate change and protect our planet. So let's begin understanding eco-friendly practice through some series. The first thing we're going to talk about is the structural functionalism. The definition of the structural functionalism is a sociological perspective that views society as a complex system who parts work together to promote stability and social order. Each part of society, whether its institutions or roles, serve a function that contributes to overall stability of society. So in Australia, the government plays a crucial role in establishing laws and agencies that protect nature and wildlife while addressing climate change. These legal frameworks are essential in maintaining the balance and ensuring environmental concerns are integrated into broader social systems. So for the education system, schools and universities are vital institutions that promote stability and environmental awareness as well. So for the media influence, the media is another crucial component, spreading news on environmental issues, shaping public opinions, and holding organizations accountable for their eco-friendly practices. Next, we will examine the eco-friendly practice through the lens of conflict theory. So conflict theory is a perspective in sociology that emphasizes the role of power and inequality in shaping social relations. It argues that the social structures and the practice are often designed to benefit the powerful and the expense of the less powerful. So, indigenous communities in Australia have historically lots of land, leading to conflicts over rights and the environmental issues. So, for the environmental policies may sometimes ignore and or undervalue indigenous knowledge, exacerbating social and environmental injustice. Pollution and resource depletion proportionally affect low-income and rural areas, perpetuating cycles of inequality and environmental harms in these vulnerable communities. So finally, let's consider the perspective of symbolic interactionism. So the definition of symbolic interactionism is a sociological practice perspective that focuses on how individuals interpreted the meaning of symbols in their social interactions. So in Australia, people's environmental identity are often influenced by their participation in green groups and outdoor activities. For the parents, educators, and business leaders play a significant role in how people engaging with environmental issues. For instance, parents can transmit environmental values to their children, shaping their perspective. Uh, Finally, let's move on some actual practice that can change the environment. We can save the water during our daily life. That's the most basic one. So for the public awareness campaign, we can promoting the actual media to raise the awareness of public, and we can celebrate our communicate engagements to make everybody in community actually cares about it and their living environment. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for the listening.